another what?
Location.
So when you say there is no money, that means you are not within the location of money.
Yes, sir.
Because money is ever existent. As far as this word, so long as this word stands, there is always what? Money. Always money. Not only money, there is always more money. So these are things you must hold. Tell yourself again and what? Again. You say there is no money, but more buildings are going on.
Yes, sir. Daily basis.
Okay. So these are certain things we need to let ourselves know. Another thing again, we also must know is that just like you have seasons in life, that is how money or words to have seasons. Season. Because the whole world is built on patterns. This I want us to listen very carefully. Very carefully. Patterns. The whole world exists in pattern. So everything will be subject to that law of patterns. There is a time when the rainfall comes. Does it come at all times? No. There are times when you can harvest a certain kind of crop. There is a time that the woman will place. Understanding these patterns and the communication between patterns, the patterns of human existence, is what creates wealth. So that there are times you may do the right thing, you are doing it off time. What because sport, football, those that like sport, there are the time they play the football, right? World Cup, you know, you play this place every 4 years. You know the time they play the Premiership League and some other things. See, the world is setting patterns. So it's not just enough, oh, this is what I do, this is my skill, this is how I do things. You have to sit down and understand your environment, the patterns and the seasons in our generation. I'm giving these nuggets so that we can build into something. And then there are places you can make money. Yeah. One of the places is the earth. Those are their mineral resources. You know, the whole West Nigeria has its own wealth. It's on the ground. The resources, oil, price of oil increases today, petrol, this one is down. But there is more money somewhere. Wealth comes from the ground. That's why those ancient times, the wealthiest people, the richest people on earth are all those into manufacturing, gold, into all kinds of stuff. But today now, if you go and check the 5 richest men on earth, their earth is not from the ground, their earth is from the human mind. Somewhere? In the mind. There is wealth in man. Just like you have wealth inside the soil. A human being, there is so much wealth. So understanding human beings, just understanding human beings, there is more money there than there. Doing your physiological study, there is mineral resources here, there is money. Did I give you practically? There are things about the human life. Number one, I'll just list some of them. Number one is anxiety. Number two, need. Anxiety, need. Two. Number three, conquest. These are places that people are paying billions of dollars, or billions of naira, or thousands of naira. These things are becoming. Another one is fear. I mean affirmation. Another one is faith. Faith. Another one is pleasure. Pleasure. These things are richer than oil. Should I give us practical example? No, the human nature is anxious. Now remember this movie they do now. I'm coming to now movies. It's not enough that okay, build creative motion. They do it in such a way that you see those things they go on maybe Facebook. They will do it clips every 2 days. You see what we call suspense. This is just human anxiety. They know you are anxious, you just want to know the next thing. When you hook up on something, you want to know it. So they will just do it 5 minutes. After some time again, say 2 days, you are eager for the next 2 days. Where are they are making money from somewhere? Where are they making? Is it from the soil? Yeah. From where? Just from you. You say you don't have anything, but somebody will look at you and see where you can make money from. Can invest a lot of money. Just that anxiety. You know that man is anxious. So people get into that anxious nature of what called suspect. You just create these things and then they start making money. All these things they I give us an example. Even from your fear. Kidnappers, where are they making money? When fear now, other industry too now start benefiting. Look at plane transport. Those days, if I go to Akure airport now, maybe like few inside the plane. But when kidnapping starts around, the train is filled up. Can you see? So that is a secondary benefit. Just fear. Oh, they tell you, okay, this thing is happening now. They just create something, and then before you know it, they start harvesting stuff. Just from what? Your human what? You see, there are things about the human life they translate to us world. You know, I talk about understanding. You understand your environment, and one of the environments you understand is even the human life. Listen. Mention another one. Even faith. Many of us have bought books. We bought books, faith. You know that you want to build your faith life. You go to extreme extent, right? And everything has become, look at all those ministers of the gospel that are very rich. What do they make money from? From the human quest for what? Faith. Faith. What's the other one? Pleasure. So you see, these things are now resources. Pleasure. All your entertainment, what is what? Just to feed the fantasy of men. Even lost, you know, they turn lost. You know. In fact, one of the biggest industry now, pornography, you know, is lost. They know this law, this poison, this hunger that you have inside now. They just build something around it to just feed it. In feeding it, they are now harvesting everything inside the man translated to God. So you cannot say, things are difficult, I don't have this. There is no just explain this. Because wealth is everywhere. It's everywhere. And Jesus demonstrated this principle. And God himself demonstrated this principle. The people were thirsty one time. He said they should go and meet the rock, that the rock will give them water. What you need is everywhere. That's the principle. They want to meet a rock, and the rock gives them water. You and I, if you stand beside the rock now, can you see water there? Anytime God does something, he's trying to communicate the principle to you. One time they asked them to go and they needed money from taxation, right? Yes. What did Jesus say? He said, go back to fish. When you catch 2 fish, you see money there, go and use it to what? A fish was carrying money in his mouth. No, Jesus is a prophet. Those actions he does is not because he wanted to solve a need. I need money. God is tutelage. Anything God does, he teaches man. That's why we say it's our example and everything. When it comes to taxation, you cannot pay tax on Iran. You know, supernaturally, he sent Peter to go back to his vocation. Go back to fishing. You know, taxation is a product of productivity. I have done this, I have made this amount. You take part of it to pay. Now I sent him to go and fish. From that vocation. And he went, he carved something, he brought out the fish. And the thing translated is what? Anything you need financially. You know, before Jesus met Peter, he was a fisherman, right?
Yes.
You see, sometimes before you met God, whatever you need, God has already placed it inside. Even before you get what you need. You don't abandon it. Don't. There were extreme cases in scripture, and it happened for a reason. You don't use it to give a pattern. God was any manna from heaven. When they got to the land, they didn't have a land. When they get to the land, the manna stayed, and they have to cultivate that land. Because you are not built to live on miracle. You are built to live on productivity. Miracles are intervention. Even your health. God will teach you the principle of health. Miracles for man is intervention. It's not the normal course of life. It's just like your car breaks down, you take it to a mechanic. It's the normal course. You reverse it to start with. God will start teaching you how to maintain your health. You can say, tune down the volume of your sugar intake. You know, not here, because we have more faith than God. That's like it. You are now in your 60s now, you are suffering from diabetes. Why? God has been believing, I've been following God. You veer off 35 years ago. And then you now harden your heart. You now put hardness of heart and put it on God. God has nothing to lose here. When He prepared for His heaven, it's you and I that will make up our mind that want to stay here some more. He said, precious in the eyes of the Lord is the death of the saint. If you die, it's precious to you. So it's yourself that will keep yourself in. Okay, thank you. So he said to die is what? It's gain. They see it as gain. They say, welcome home. Amen. See how it. Another one. Now I talked about pleasure, right? All these BP Nigeria. You see the money they are investing from, they create something. Men understood certain and then they went out to create. So, and immediately they bring it out the things they market. Because they see that all these things that I listed, these are the hunger points of the human life. What about need? No, this one is basically it. All of us need good food. In this school now, food are where you do where they sell very good food. You know that this way their food is good. You know that this one is better. Where do you go next? This one is just meeting basic human needs. People want secure driving. Some people come, they are so particular about their security. They don't want to enter any taxi anyhow. You just stop the taxi, just carry you, that's the end of it. That's why they went and let's create something, get the data of all our drivers, they created the boats, Uber, right? There's a sense of a big measure of security there when you started, but now, so you just get driving, you want to create a measure of sense of security around it, and then you push it out. People land in the airport, they wouldn't take, people now, some don't even take boats. Because they want security. So even from this driving arena, you want to build a measure of security around it and then communicate it to people. And then you discover that you begin to take a share of the market. This world will respond to the thing that you do. No miracle. What did we say?
Things that we give.
Miracle. That's not the mind of God. And Jesus demonstrated when He sent Peter to go and fish. He sent him back to his king. He wants money to pay taxes. Because I will be here tomorrow. Yes. But you have to. So you can see there just pleasure. Another one is conquest. That one has no. You see, there's something about God created. He said human beings to be conquest. No, for God is a very sweet game, but they added dominion to it. You hope you are aware. Are you aware that a lot of people are not worshiping? It's not they're not worshiping. That they want to worship. What is compelling them is dominion. They are not out to watch good football. You just want Chelsea to win and be Chelsea fan. You want to dominate. You get that dominate. So they built it into that sport. Man, you like that. Even if you don't play anything, let them see that if at the end of the day win, you are okay. It's that dominion. So you see that race. I came first. All of these things from somewhere that is conquest. They built it around the human being is conquest. You want to conquer. You see how it works? So you may know sport, football, which other one again? Even they build, some has a measure of pleasure and conquest. Pleasure and then conquest. When they build conquest into it, they now take it higher. You want to win? That's just this conquest. Is you want to just let us make man, let them have what? Dominion is our basic issue. And that's why you feel less when you are not dominating. What is dominion? You see, this is dominion now. When you are not able to dominate your need, you see that you need to feel very less. You need to have complex. You see, inferiority complex. Why does that come? A rich man doesn't have that complex. Yes, because money is an instrument of conquest. It's in Proverbs. He said the poor answer with entreaty. You know, he said, but the rich answer roughly. See that conquest because you know you can. I want to go anywhere now. Like now, look at that Bakana. You can say that place and say there's no land. There's land. You see, anytime a bank comes, they always buy property. And the heart of the place is resources. The whole world answers to resources. In the heart of Abuja, even beside that shore of buy land.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you have not made enough offer. No? You think they cannot locate this? Think they can't locate it?
Resources.
You've not dropped your offer. Yes. And Jesus himself taught it that money is the God of this world. He did not, he said Satan. He said you cannot serve God and what? Money has the same influence over people that God has over people. The same influence that God has on people. Money has the same what? Influence. That's why I say you can't serve God and what? Mammon. So even if Satan himself is coming, you go to hide inside Mammon. That's why when he came to Adam and Eve, did he appear directly? He hid inside the serpent. He hid in their environment. Inside your environment. And what are your environment? See, this thing we mentioned, fear. Pleasure, need. That's where he hides. Where did he hide to destroy Esau? Is it not need? Send me or what? Inside need, he hid inside need. Sometimes inside pleasure. That woman wanted to sleep with Joseph at all means. Is it because Joseph Satan wanted to destroy his destiny? Those things were sponsored. So Satan hides in your what? And that is why you must gain the mastery over what? Your environment. There are some spiritual battle you not fight with tongues. By speaking in tongues or by this. That's why when I push the message, it's on YouTube, you can call a higher deliverances will fall. When Satan attacked the seed of he attacked Israel, he attacked the seed of Abraham. All those why he said he will send a nation to go and fight them with a sword, right? Israel too will carry a sword. Sword versus what? Sword. And the other one, he wanted to attack them economically, family. And then God raised one, the seed of Abraham, what's his name? Joseph. He came up with the wisdom that broke the Satan wanted to scatter this. When people say self-preservation is the first law of what? Nation. God wants to gather them in one place so that they can breed among themselves. But when there is famine, all of them will scatter. They will marry, will just scatter, it will just produce the seed of Israel. So Satan initiated famine in those days. And then God gave Joseph wisdom. And that wisdom will now preserve Israel. They gave them the land of Goshen. They were now there to breed themselves into what? Into submission. It's like deep warfare. Those are economic war. When Satan comes with economic warfare, you answer him with economic what? Wisdom. Another one would choose Jacob. Jacob. In the house of Laban, the man wanted to dry him and send him away empty. Then the angel came and gave him wisdom. And within the house of Laban, sometimes it's not about your environment. Let me get to this point.
Yes, sir.
Jacob prospered in the house of Laban. Changed his wages how many times? Say 7 times. He wanted to send him out as a pauper, but God gave him wisdom to break through. If you look at this station, there's too much money in here. The Chinese man will run here, Lebanese will run here, Polish you say there's no money here, but if God put it in your mind to go for other reason, for a higher sense of purpose, go, but not for them. Because there's more money where you are living from. I met a man, the man is in Billionaire, and I was in the bank. Very long time. Close to 20 years. About 17 years. I met a man, the man is in multi-billionaire. If I ask money sitting in his account, billions of naira sitting in cash. Doesn't do anything, and more money is coming from. This one mental party for me. This one mental, that's how money. He's not living on passive income. This one I don't do anything but 30 million, 50 million. And I asked him, he was in the US in the 70s. He said he was in the US in the 70s. I said, why did you know us now? Maybe. So why did you come to Nigeria? He said he left in the 70s, he came to Nigeria and he started business with 2,000 naira in the 70s. So he said that today, now told me something that there's money in this nation. He said it's better off than all his friends at 11. Of course, they are okay to their level, of course, measure of comfort. I'm not saying you should not go. If you are pressing your spirit to go, God, I preach the message, the land of your destiny, right? Yes. This message are there on the YouTube, you can Google it, the land of your destiny. David Abubakar, you can see there, the whole world is open, you can live anywhere. I'm just giving us an example, right? Because ROI rate of return is higher in this nation than in this nation. Except for highly specialized, maybe all those entertainers and those genius. But for the normal, the majority of the people, the normal average, if you bring the minimum wage here, it's a lot of money. But the minimum wage there is not a lot of money. I hear you. Because 10 pounds, how much is 10 pounds? Almost 20,000, right? Right? Yes. They pay you 20,000 an hour. It makes a lot of money. So if you work for 10 hours, you are looking at 400,000. Here is a lot of money, but there is not a lot of money.
They spend in pounds.
Right?
They spend in pounds.
Spend in pounds. There are so many bills and short taxation, a lot of things to pay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that in this place, there is so much here. I'm just trying to kind of wet the ground, just expand. Conquest. What did I call it? Conquest. Dominion. Like, the human being is dominion. He wants to be the Lord. All this Olympic race. Oh, this one says he's a champion, he's a hero. He's still that same word. That's it. So men have understood this and they are built around it. And the other one I talk about need, that's your food, your basic necessity, all of those things. Somebody wants to wear good clothes. I want somebody that says I'm into fashion design. You want to always improve yourself. People want to wear good clothes. Somebody are tired of this design. They know there are so many designs over the years. They say now after you go back to this design is too popular like that. And you have been for the past 15 years, that's the only design you are seeing. Small time you'll be thrown out of the market. Understanding the human nature that you want something new. So if you are so good in this particular style of design, you're always thinking of creating one design, you just create something new. You know you are into fashion, why not go and look at all the clothes they wear in Malaysia? Just go and be looking at it. Go to Argentina. Go the internet now. This was say, internet can make you live in Argentina while you are living in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Go and see the pattern of dressing. By the time you look at 30 nation, the pattern of you come up with a new concept of dressing. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. That's you are interacting and engaging with the Bible. Engaging with the Bible. Wealth comes from the things that we want. Have you gotten this one? I think I've explained everything.
Yes, sir.
Just human basic. Then I will now tell us what God was thinking about you when He made you. Don't feel like a victim. Somebody will say because of my environment, my background. Some say because they are unfortunate because they came from social country. Some say they are unfortunate because they came from social background. Some say they are unfortunate because they did not go to school. They did not console me. My father was doing well. He died when I was very small. I couldn't go to school. And how many people have not gone to school that they have succeeded? You don't succeed from school. You succeed from the human gene. From the creative genius in man. When I was working in the bank, one of the richest customers we had in one location that I was working, she was not a good. Yes, she does into this petrol fuel business. She sells petrol. She has filling station. She didn't go to school. All of us in our school, we stand at attention. If she comes for our money, because she was one of our biggest clients. One of the things that stops us from doing well is arrogance. Please remind me to explain it right. One of us have gone to school and I very proud. When God created you, I use the word you because you are Adam. Who are you? You are Adam. God created you and they pushed him into the earth. What will he sleep? Why is he going to sleep? God put 2 bags of yam in the soil. How will he eat it? Will he eat it all? Will he eat it all? God just pushed him. Go and survive, go and create survive, go and survive your mind. And when God did that, God equipped him for survival. By this you is what we call the mind. The human mind is God's creative genius in us. You have a mind, that is it. Every other thing is separate. God just sent him inside the world. Well, listen, you want to sleep on top to me. You sleep on top to me. You resource it afterwards. You have to pull resources. Pull yourself deep from inside to something. It's about you. Not your father, your uncle, your background, your this, or all of those things you see. Deep. When God created Adam, when God created, I say you are Adam. When God, He gave you fire. How are you going to generate fire on earth? Have you thought about it before fire? First John says something that you know. He said you have an unction from the Holy One. You what? You know what to do. If I know that you know how to be a multi-millionaire. And you know. It's just that you are not activating. There's what we call dormant account in banking.
Yes, sir.
The account is dormant, you are not using it. It is your own, but you are not using it. After some time, you don't even have access to it until you do certain things. When you do certain things, you activate it to life. You see, when God created man, He mentions something about seed. He said, "These three, let their seed be inside," right?
Yes.
Then all the trees that God created, they had their seed on top. They did not drop it to the soil. What will happen? Because the seed will have to make contact with the soil for it to grow. That brings me to a very important point in life, interconnectivity of life. Every interaction. There is an ongoing dialogue between everything that God created. They are connected to you. So this is how God express. Sit down and have dialogue with yourself. Engage with it. God created you and then push you go and survive. And you know what? Everything that God created, God gave it to you as raw material. So God, it was a finished product, but He gave it to you as raw material. As what? Yeah, raw material. Okay, let me give this analogy now. How will you feel? Right? You are very, very hungry. You get to the house. There is rice in the house. There is oil. There is Maggi. There is gas. There is ladies help me. There is pepper. There is all kinds of stockfish, croaker fish. What meat again? Meat, goat meat. You come back to the room and there's no food in there, and the person is looking helpless. No food in the house, and 2 days nobody has eaten. And we are now crying the victim cry. And then God will look from heaven and say, look at this foolish generation. You have what do you need to do? He said, you are supposed can Maggi connect itself to rice?
No.
Can salt connect itself to the stockfish? Who will do the connection? God created the entire world and put man at the center of the world to connect everything together, to light up the world. And in lighting up that world, that you will find your well-being. You can now call it wealth, anything, prosperity, anything. You see, put you at the center to connect everything together. Now we have the automobile, you have a car. What makes up the car? Metal, right? Yes. Fuel, right? What else again? Tire, rubbers. All of those things are in creation. Then connecting them together, you have the automobile. Who does the connection? All those things were there in the days of creation. Adam lived his entire life, he did not drive a car. Was it because God did the raw materials were not there?
They were.
Were they not there? Anything anybody does now, the element has been there since the day of creation. You see this handset that we're using? This handset, it was there in the days of Abraham. But so that the knowledge in man had not yet grown to connect it to. So there are a lot of things now that look at the whole environment is what did I call it? The whole earth, the whole nature is what? God gave it to man as raw material. Go and make something from it. And you say, echo together that I have responsibility. If you look at the environment, everywhere there is water. It's so much money. Moses looked at the rock. You know, you can do debate for 1 month. Committees. But in 1 second, God said, "You are doing something." How about all the miracles you see? You call it miracle, but there is the law of multiplication. Right? 5 loaves of bread, right? Will feed a multitude, right? From the little resources in your hand, you can make it a multitude. That's the principle of the seed principle. You know what activated in a higher in another realm. One seed, one tree can become a forest. You plant one mango something, right? You know it grows and every year it's producing mango seeds. Plant all of them before you have a forest. I say God has expectation of God. He has a very strong expectation. When He gave him the human mind, you say, I don't have money, I don't have resources. You have something that is more than money. It's just like somebody that your father is a president. You don't have, he give you any appointment, you say, I don't have power. Your father is the president. Because you are not I'm not the head of the army. I'm not the chief of army staff. I'm not the inspector general of police. I don't have power. And your father is the president. You don't know that I have something that is more than the power. You see this human mind that that is it. So sometimes when you even pray for those of us from the faith-based community as a believer, oh, God, help me, just help me, somebody give me money, I do testimony. You know, you pray in the spirit and activate your mind. Sometimes 2-6 months you're on that journey. Just activating it. Yes. Just activating things inside. When you activate, it's like a magnetic tool. It begins to shake the environment. The opportunity did not see before it starts seeing. Hagar was running away from Sarah. She wanted to die from thirst. She was thirsty. When the angel came, did he carry water inside? He said the angel opened her eyes. She saw water. It's there. He just opened her eyes. She saw. The same environment that somebody has been there for the past 15 years. And you located to another environment because something is different. Somebody comes there, in 6 months, he has transformed. He has transformed his material life. Can you see? Please, when God created, God knew and knows what He has given you. And then He just send you out. A lot of us have skills, you don't know what to do. Others have done things with that same skill set and they have become something. One were proud, another one were very easy. Not people are very easy. They are calling, they are working hard. If you look inside, you see laziness. Are we together? So, we're here to have a dialogue between where you are and where you are. There's an ongoing conversation. All this your subject is studying in the university. When you say economy, it's the study of money and this movement, how you move. Economy is the study of patterns. Pattern. Even science is the study of patterns, what we call observation.
Yes, sir.
Is that not the root of science?
Yes.
You study what? Patterns. When you know that the appetite of every generation have their appetite. You see that the appetite of each generation is going there. Go and wait for them. And don't forget where we started. There's more money inside the human soul. I mean, there's more resources inside the human soul for money than the soil. Go and check the richest billionaires of today. Facebook. What's his product? You are his product.
Yes.
Facebook. You are his product. You know, I told you pledge, right?
Yeah.
All those, everything inside man. Love. All of those things. All of those online Jeff Bezos, you started online retailing.
Yes.
If you want comfort, you want to buy a book, I will leave there, you go to Orchard Market, you will sign, you will go and check all the bookshop. He said, don't need to do that one. Please let me give you a measure of comfort. Just click a button and deliver it to your payment. I'm ready to pay instead of me go transport. You don't see this and everything. All just online eating. They just study human. Not product. They just sit down with one computer inside one room and they are the richest people in the world. The richest people in the world, they don't trade in physical resources. They don't trade in physical resources. Those that goes into property. Some people don't have one living on their own. You just sit down, you want to buy property, you want to do something. And like they say they will try to invest. It is the dream of every young man. Every young man wants to own the house. Am I correct? Every young lady, you want to settle down and have your own house. You see the pendulum of human people. And when you see certain things like that, it tells you the volume of money that is there. So you can know like the river, you know the course of the river. Money has a course. In understanding pattern of life, behavior, human beings, their need and everything like the things we listed, when we started, you will know the flow and the channel of God. Somebody wants money, you blindfold yourself and start running up and down, you are looking for money. Why will you blindfold yourself looking for money? Remove the blindfold. Open your eyes so that you can see where you are going. Listen. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we getting something?
Yes.
Now let me make it more practical. You see, like I was saying that quit. I want you to write it down. Quit or exit. Quit the brain teaser. Quit the brain what? Teaser. It is what is started that grows. What you have not started cannot grow. Some people like that, so you are full of so many ideas. For the past 7-10 years, but you are not making money. That's why I say, put the brain teaser and do something. I have some, you are full of so many what? Ideas. So many, you have them documents here and there. 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. If you meet you every time, it's a brain teaser. It's time to start aiming something. Oh, I want to have a manufacturer. I want to go into manufacturing in Akure and everything. But for the past 7 years, you have the proposal is there. The whole document. 7 years later, I have not done anything. I think it's a brain teaser. When you fly by spreading your wings, you don't fly from fantasy. Why you want to no money for you to do a manufacturing company? Why not go and sell clothes that others have manufactured? And then you start building your own something. You start by selling clothes that others have, at least you earn something. It is what you do, what is started that can grow. So if you want to wealth, you have to start making money before I talk about wealth. No, what is different from making money? When you make money, say, I just want to divide it, look at it now. For instance, now, I have a business. What is the another synonym for wealth is abundance? Let me put it that way. Wealth is what? You know, you can make money and not have abundance. Wealth is what? Abundance. You can have an income stream. Maybe you have this small business, you have this business there, things are coming in for you. Money is coming in, but it is not what? Is this wealth? Wealth, can you give us a practical definition of wealth? Money that is beyond your personal and your family need. You can begin to talk about wealth from there. Some of us are still struggling with our personal need. Money that is bigger is beyond what? Your personal need. Your family, apart from personal, your family what? Need. That is abundance. Where you can now move forward and further to do. So that's how to make the difference. Now, some of us now, we are just satisfied with small. Thank God, we are able to eat. We are not like others. And God is helping us. I don't want to talk too much, so I will just. So, guys, see the difference between wealth and what? Just the normal money you are making, or you are in this place that you are collecting. Maybe you are in the paid employment, or you are doing your own business. But what you are getting is just barely sufficient for you and your family. Now you ration the way you eat meat. So a kilo of meat now is how much now? Please let the woman tell you the names. How much is a kilo of meat? 4,000. A kilo of meat is 4,000. Your little baby that wants to eat meat, you are rationing it very well. That's not what wealth is not there. You are not rationing it because of maybe this is boy, because of money. Right? The things you are calculating, that is not wealth is abundant. It's a very large place. So It is what is started that can what? You cannot grow what you have not started. If you have not started making money, you cannot grow it. That's why I said you should stop the braintism. Full of ideas, this and that. Translate it to something. Earn 1,000 naira. Move that 1,000 naira to 5,000 naira. Move it again until you be able to grow and then build. Now talk about building wealth creation. Oh, this one, like this beautiful ideas. Or you want to do protein, why from your compound, why not rear one chicken? After it's mature, carry it and go and sell it. Rear one chicken. By the time that money comes, you now know that the reward of labor is very sweet. Let me increase it to 3. Let me increase it to 4. Now you've done it on a successful ground here now. Then you cannot transport it outside. Call people to what is already successful. Don't call people to just an idea you have on it. Yes. You are calling people into speculation. This one, by the time we play, a lot of people have pumping money there, the thing goes down under the ground. I've been doing this at this scale. I've been making like 40,000 naira. I know that with more resources, by the time you explain it, let me tell us something. Let me give you the simple secret to business financing. A good business will bring you so money. I talk about the elements in the things in human life, right? Fear, anxiety, faith, conquest, right? And every faith, all those things. When you have the good business, people can see that this thing is what you don't put in them. A good business will bring its own resources. There's no money. Start it at that small scale. And then you start growing it. Or you just start it today now. If somebody leaves Akure now, you want to get to Lagos. In 2 minutes, you want to be in Lagos. It takes patience. Do it well. Build a success model around it. 1, 2, 3, do it like that. Then 1 or 2 people will see it and then they can now put their foot. But you see, every need you have here, these are very things you must believe. I'm telling you things that you must internalize and believe. Any need you see, they have more than 1,000 people waiting to meet that need. Every need. There are people that are looking for that kind. You see some people now, there are people looking for children they can sponsor. Also, you see a family now, I have nobody to train them, my children are not going to school. There are people looking for people they can sponsor to school. God has blessed me, I have this body, I want to sponsor people to school. There are people that can see. Every need has its own connecting action. Because the whole world is one symphony of existence. All things are connected together. So seeing the how things connectivity, the interconnectivity of the entire human life, you need to get into that, and then there's communication inside. Things are communicating. Look at the sun. The sun is communicating with the mango tree. Am I correct? And what's the name of that communication? We call it photosynthesis. If the mango tree is communicating with the soil, right? It's communicating with the atmosphere. You see, the butterfly will pollinate some of those. Some even manure, they fix it that you don't like smelling, right? That they fix it. The people are looking to buy it, and everything is into the whole world is one simple communication. You depend on me because I have some value that you need, and I depend on you because you have some value that I need. Is this value that becomes what? Because everything is expressed in money. Is this value that becomes money? So if you want to work, you're going to create value. Where you are, you hold some certain value already. Let me give us an example. I met somebody in the airport. It's somebody I've always known. Where I was working, he was driving one of our buses. Okay. Somebody said when I got to, I will come to this thing. When I got to the university, what is Cameroon was teaching us economics. When you come first, that's what he normally does to fresh students. He said there is no free lunch, discuss. He said there is no free lunch, discuss. And all of us will be making our way. I say the whole world is connected together. It's one simple existence. Are we getting it? All things are what? Connected to you. Even the people that you hate, you are connected to them. And a lot of us don't like the Fulani, they are killing people, herdsmen. But if you want to do well, you go and buy the couch. Yes. You see, you're interconnected. Some say Boko Haram, they don't like Western education. But that Western research made a gun that they are carrying people.
Yeah.
That are advancing their own people. You see that they are connected. It's only blindness in man that does not see the interconnectivity of life. The whole earth is one. You are one with the tree, with the petrol, with the rock, with the whole thing. So if you understand it, and this interconnectivity talks about what? Interdependency. Depending on one another. So the value, when we are dependent on one another, that means you depend on me. What you are depending on in me is what we call value. So when that value leaves me and comes to you, is what to put in monetary terms as what? Money. And I can bring you. So now let me give you this example of this. He left after he left his job, he just gave me small money, barely enough to do anything. But he said before he left that job, he said he knew a man. He asked his one of his uncle. He's in a very big position in the government. And then he met one man that wanted to meet him. He said, "Come to, I want you to come." He said, "If he can see this person." And then he told him that I can take him to this person. Will not be, he used to come home. When he comes home, no, we'll not meet him there. We'll travel and go and meet him in Lagos. But he said, "I'm going to pay me 7 million." Because he knew the money was going to be just to take somebody to go and meet. He said, "You're going to pay him 7 million. He said, if he can meet this person, because he was presenting, and that was the last stop. He stops on that person. The person said, "You should know what I can do." It's a true life story. My wife knows the person is meets and meeting him. He said he took the person to his home. But he was working there, so he got there. The man, he got the dinner, and he said the man investor paid him 5 for 4 million. You see that? Someone can see. You see, there is no freedom. This is business song. There is no free. Some of the things you offer, some of the things you offer for free, are some of the services that you have translated to your economic government.
Yes, sir.
And then sometimes the way you think, by the time they put it, the man put him on flight. People always want to cheat. If you have not negotiated with that man, will they give you that money? They just give you like 400,000. Or maybe the time the man put him on flight, pay his air ticket, don't want to go by flight. Maybe you are going that flight. You pay your flight ticket, put him in an hotel, sleep. Those are the things they do. And you see some people, you see some very young ladies, you don't know how much they can make in life. Somebody give them small money, give them an iPhone, take them to one big hotel they have never stayed with. This is not good. He said, "This is what you give me." Let me give you an example. Another example. This one is myself. It's a mindset. You have to create mindset. Some of us, what is holding you down is what? Your mindset. That's why Elisha broke that woman's mindset. He said she should go and get a big vessel. He went and bought the one only in the house. And he broke her mindset. Go and borrow from me. Your neighbor's vessel is your own vessel. That's why if you want to do business, also do business with your neighbors. Use your people's brain to do business. That's why people have a board. Somebody will start a business, you go and form a board. You want to use other people's brain to do it. This is my idea behind the board.
Yes, sir.
You just create a board. Oh, this one bring this idea. Oh, this one bring this mind. Before you know it, what are you doing? You are learning to do business with other people's brain. Say, go and borrow what? Some people don't borrow. Like, how can I ask my neighbor for? Some people broke our mindset. Go and borrow. Some people say they can't borrow money. They say, go and borrow vessel. And Elisha broke our mindset. And some of us need to break our mindset. Many years back, I met a man when I was little. He was doing a contract in this school here, Futa. So he said, "Give me 200,000. If you give me, I'm using for a contract. I'll make money from it. I'll give you a just for like a week or something. I'm expecting. I'll give you 20. maybe 10% of it. I say, no, I cannot collect it. You understand? I know. So I gave him the money, I didn't collect anything. He collected his contract, collected all his profit, put it in his pocket. He came the second time again. So, and I told my wife, he said, why? He said, no, I give and I want the agreement, I just want my way. I said, it's okay. That I know I collect this one money, I should help people anyway. So, the second time he came, okay. He said, don't worry, I gave you the money again. And he returned the money, he gave me like 20,000. That was like, talking about years back, 20,000 is like your, at time, it's like your 200,000. The value of that money. So it's like giving me 200. He came the second time. He gave me the money. I didn't spend it. No. I carried the money. I keep it. That myself. And that will have introduced me to financing. Is that not? Then I was in the bank. Is that what the bank was? But they have told us that don't do anything. No, if you do a conflict of interest, you see, capitalists, they always want to keep you small because if you are not small, they can't use you. Don't obey them. This is the banking law. You must not do and everything. They all kinds of capitalists. They tell don't do anything. They call it conflict of interest. But they have about 10 businesses. The one that says you not do anything, they have 10 what? Businesses. But say you don't do anything, just stay on this salary. And so we ran with that mindset for so you can never be financial what? Independent. So you see the mind. So I said, you see value, right? So I said everything is what? Interdependency is what? Is value. That interdependency. I have something I can trade to. You even go to work, what are you? You are not trading your services, your time.
Yes, sir.
Your time between 8 hours. I'll give you this 8 hours of my time. Do what you want to do with it. That's why they'll give you this job, they'll give you another job, they can send you somewhere. Within that time, you offer what? Your service. You know, I made a statement that God made the whole world and made this as raw material for man, right?
Yes, sir.
Now man will engage the world and bring out something out. Even human beings, you can become, if you don't do something, you can become raw material. Yes. Yes. You can become raw material. You can turn into raw material. When I make you a sales rep for me now, what have I done? I've turned into what? Raw material. So you can only build something out of something. It's okay. Some other person turn you to raw material. You to turn some other people to raw material. By the time the money we earn from there, use it to do something. Use up to create channels, productive channels that can translate to words again. This one, after 10 years, sometimes, after about how many years? This story I gave you is not for you to be laughing at it now. But this same thing. Then when I was in marketing function in the bank, and I had a market segment that I brought into the bank. So a lot of times they are always looking for money. Some of them they pay them millions of naira. Sometimes some people that earn money, they don't know how to utilize money. They are always broke. Someone that their salary, me, how much was my salary? Their salary is how many times bigger than my own. Small time their salary is big. They say banker, they feel you have all the money. Small time they say I should give them money. I should give them money. I used to give them. Okay, take. Someone say if you want to give me the money, I will pay you something. I say no, I don't collect anything. I'm not collecting anything. So you can see the difference. And eventually, after I told my wife, discussed with my wife, eventually, my wife said she wanted to do social business. And what was that business? It's what I've been running away for close to 15 years. a business finance. I said, okay, that's what you want to do. It's okay. I went and pulled all those people that are asking me. I went and pulled them. I said, go and trust me. So person.
Good.
And within a short period of time, she was making a lot of money. Was there money in my bag?
Yes.
Everything, anything, all of them are in the bag. If I want to go to another place to look for, it is where you have left. So what did he say that went for a big man? What did he do? He just threw him what? Into the pot. How will he sleep? Who will sort it out? Eh? You will sort it out first. So I would like to take one of two. Maybe he said, this is that. All right, I can see the person. What have you had? I don't talk to, I don't like babies. You know, this one, I keep talking to people for the past 7 years, nothing is coming out. You want to have conversation, you want to have dialogue, and they see the result, the next time you do it. Okay. What did you hear? You have a question, you have a comment about that, and so that I want us to book something inside. You know, sometimes you feel you are doing well, right? But for what you are saying, we are looking at your environment, you think you are doing well. We are not actually doing well. You know why? Let me tell us something. You see, responsibility should push. Not because, what did I define as well? Let me start. What did we define as well? What's the answer? Money for wealth? What? Correct. Again, can we say it again? Money that is beyond is beyond your personal need and beyond your family need. Then you cannot begin to talk about what? Wealth. We are not yet, it's not wealth here. When you are this, personal, right? This day, like that, you are shopping with your personal need, you have a lot to meet your personal need and family, and you have a little extra to give somewhere because of the rainy day or the day that is not raining. But we are talking about you build wealth because of the responsibility. You know, sometimes people are looking for money from so many places, right? Maybe you are greedy, you have appetite for money, but no. You see, recently I started talking to people about building money because of your what? From sense of what? Responsibility. You can call it responsibility what? Look at the whole period, look at the whole thing. How many people that you can help? Does it give you concern? You have about 18 square meters in my house every day. Look at your uncle's children, then they can't go to school. Look at some pieces of people, serious medical condition. People are dying because they don't have money to treat themselves. I tell people, make money. Look for money beyond your personal life and beyond your family need from the sense of responsibility. There is so much joy if you help people do something for you. You see, I don't need money. Those of me that I don't need money, I'm okay. What am I looking for in life? That's a failed thinking. Somebody will come and meet you for help and say, I don't have money. You cannot help everybody, but there's your sphere. You are able to occupy your sphere. You are able to do things within what? Your sphere. I traveled to my village recently, like in week. Today is Saturday. Okay, this same time last week. The benefit of poverty. That was to go back to them. And there were a lot of people who are trying to help this one, do that one. You need to make the resources that you help them. You see somebody is a philanthropist. Someone that is just struggling for your personal need. I mean, all you have is your personal need, you can't be a philanthropist. Someone need to do operation, maybe to take the person to India and come and you spend like 15 million. You have not you can't eat a kilo of meat in 1 week. If you must ration it for 2 weeks. Is it that person that want to help somebody to do? Somebody was in my house yesterday, the person is here. Somebody called him and he had to go and take the person to hospital. And he told me that when he took the person, when he got there, he just felt he said that he was sleeping. When you take the person to hospital, he said, thank you for bringing the person.
Bills.
They would say, thank you for bringing the person.
Bills.
Somebody too was telling us about a child, how somebody loved a child, not a grown-up person. Was telling myself and my wife, a medical person in FMC. They were there, they needed money. So FMC here. So the woman had to take the person from the hospital. He said, bring the person here. He said, the people that want to help in the Kenny side, they said they want to see the sick child. So he took the baby and was going there, and then the child died. Wow. This is someone that can be your government. One, we don't know the value, the power in others. All of you that are seated there, you are just one life. Look at what has come out. Maybe that person will have been the next person that will bring out one creative innovation that will change this the face of this innovation. To take the person to go and do for one, 8 out of 10 in this place. And what I do is sometimes I travel here and there, I talk to young people. And I talk. Because where you are, there is too much money where you are. Where did I say there's money? Where? Moses, I did this, and Moses was in the wilderness. No river there, only rock. Because he go and bring the water from there. What I said was, Peter paid tax, no money in their pocket. Because how can you see the money in your pocket? Maybe you are a fisherman, go and fish. If you bring fish, you see money inside. It's money in your environment. That vocation that you are doing is money. Yes. You see that communication. You see, I say the whole world is one simple entity, and there is communication that the tree is having conversation with the sun. If the nation monetize what you give, whatever the sun gives you, you pay. You know how much the tree will have to pay, right? And so there's all those conversations that translate. Now you want to watch football, I can make you watch that ball, right? Nigeria play match on Sunday, I can make you watch it, right? I make you to watch it and you bring it. It's all the VU center, right? All the DSTV, they buy the right Premiership. You don't want to watch Premier League. I'll make you to watch your Premier League, right? And then you give them money. You see, one time his mind wanted to tear. The last one, when you were going to do the last one, he said, whether you succeed or you go down humble. He said his mind, he said nobody should go through that kind of experience. His brain wanted to burst. It's a lot of money. Whether you want to work from the brain, physical hard work, and then he did that, he shut down organizations. So responsibility should make you to what? Some of you now, so your parents sponsor you to do, your younger ones are there. You have no sense of responsibility. If your father trained you, you should train your. If you have siblings that are really struggling, they are not doing well, do well so that you can help. No, 1 or 2 friends, very nice guys, you have some very good friends around you, and they are not doing well. This act of, it should be born out of responsibility. The person that did the car because he wanted to drive car. Because he wanted to drive car. They bring solution that can help humanity. Most of these people are not even looking for, they went looking for solution. A case in hand, this one that all of us know here. This guy is at the money point. Closing like this. I was working with him last week. Yeah, money. But they wanted to create a solution. This matter that people were queuing inside bank. They even enter the bank is a problem. If you use POS, they tell you to 5,000 naira. Before you can enter the bank, it's more than 5,000 naira. They solve it and everything. And then they came up with a creative solution. And then some of you, thank God, they are now, I have made my first company. But if you see the way these guys are pushing, see this man that did the full power now, you see them go to India, they have to go and take the market in India. They are connecting with some Indian tech people. We'll just sit down here with Medu. That's why I make this statement again and again that Medu is an insult to what? It's an insult to the genius of God. Not God in heaven, the genius of God in you is an insult to your own mind. Because your mind is a creative ability that God gives. So there is too much wealth where you are in your what? Environment. Okay, we can't do everything in one conversation. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon once again. My name is Osegunu Mafusoliba. Thank you, sir, for what you have said so far. I believe that this meeting is meant to shift our mindset to a new place. And I'll just say a little story, maybe a few of us can learn from it. I have somebody in this gathering who called me just immediately when lockdown was rounding off and said there's an opportunity, the money is small because my agricultural whatever wasn't doing fine, but there is an opportunity I'm going to get from the job. So I took it. And when that job was going to end, my boss has a mentor who I picked up at the airport. And then I was getting a new office for my great business and everything. I said, can I call you up later? He said, yeah, no problem. So that very Friday, we went for Tom's. We were in the vigil. He was calling me from the hotel. He wanted to have time with me, but my phone was on silent. And so I was unreachable. So the Saturday, I called my boss. I saw several of your calls. So yeah, it was his boss that wanted to speak with me. And so the conversation ended that he linked me up with a friend of his in Lagos, just by recommendation, just like the other job. And so when I got to meet this man, he was Tyrannus. I told you that he said I wanted to get something to catch up. So we spoke, and he was like, okay, that thing you want to do, don't worry, I'm going to do for you for free. It was 1.2 million. And so when we were waiting for Uber downstairs, and I told him, I'm doing marketing. It's a couple. They have two businesses. Their upper office is there, an agency, and they have a restaurant downstairs. And so, oh yeah, I need somebody that can come around. And so I came around, and I brought my juniors together, and the business was climbing. We were on junior, making sales. I brought somebody up to do app for them, and everything was climbing. And so one day I went for a meeting, just like my way back. As I was coming back, like Pastor is saying, everything is in us, the mind. As much as, okay, let me say the story, then I'll say the lessons. So I wanted to pick a BRT bus from Omole Phase 1 to the event. So I was walking towards where the BRT bus is. And then I saw VIO, the FRSC guys, doing some unjust manipulations. It's a slope, it's a long distance, it's a very tight road. So I was seeing everything happen. And so I told the FRSC guy that why was he recording half of the story? Making it look like the truck driver was at fault because they actually punctured, it's a brand new truck, and they punctured the front part with their towing vehicle. So the guy simply looked at me and I don't know what he was thinking of. So I continued strolling to get the PRT. And then these guys were already following traffic, and so they had to let them go. So by the time I got to where I was where they parked. And I just spoke with them that I know they were not at fault. We know the Nigerian, factor. And so I told them if they needed somebody to speak for them in the office because of the damage, that I would be willing to help them out. I don't know them. So we exchanged contacts. I left, they left. And then the next time they were going to call, they told me that their Oga would like to see me. Oh, I said, that means you guys are really in trouble. I said, no, that they want to give me business opportunity. And I said, what? I wasn't looking for a business. And so it happened that these guys are Igbo guys. They work with a Chinese firm that sells tire to all the Chinese businesses in Nigeria and other businesses. And so now I'm in a place I was volunteering. I wasn't on job, I wasn't on salary. And I needed to meet these Chinese people. But I understand negotiation as a marketer. Going to them will undermine my potentials. So I have to invite them over. But this is the situation. I couldn't invite them to an office, a boardroom that I do not control. I'm not even a paid staff. I'm just volunteering. So I told the owner of the business, I said, I'm going to have a meeting. Right now, I'm not going to tell you what the meeting is all about. But after the meeting, I'll tell you what the meeting is all about. Now, before this stage, my new boss, had been telling me of a particular man who is very well. An Igbo man who does tire business. He has never traveled abroad. And my boss, happened to be an American citizen. He's been in the US for over close to 30 years. He does a lot of these things for people. So one of the managers in the street, First Bank precisely, walked up to him and said, oh, I have a client who is very wealthy. Please, I need you to let me manage him because he's one of my clients that I respect. Like Pastor was saying earlier. And so this man came and said, oh, that all his friends travel all over the world. But he, out of shame, he couldn't ask them, who does the visas for you? So he had to confine him in one of his managers. So my boss told me that when he told him, oh, we'll need one of your statement of account to push the visas through. He said, by the time the man brought the statement of account, the billions in it was too much. And he had to tell him, sir, don't you have something smaller that we can use? He said, the smallest thing he could get was 1.2 billion. He was that rich, and he never stepped out of Nigeria. So now, the Chinese people came, so I hosted them, took them to the restaurant, used that opportunity to introduce them to the restaurant, the product that we served, right? So the man saw us. And so after the meeting, then I told him what the meeting was all about. The moment he heard tire, he said, I have to come for another meeting. Now, I told them, okay, we would have to come for a different meeting again. Because I used the conference room in the first meeting. The man said, wow, you should have told me. I would have opened my office for everything. Then in fact, you would have sat on my chair, because we're talking of money here. And now we have a space next to us that the guy who took it wasn't using it. He said we can use that as business was already churning out. We can use that as a showroom. We can do this, we can do that. And then he said later we can bring this man on board, the Bilomia guy. So now, the point is, I was in the middle of an opportunity. I wasn't asking for it, but it came. But I couldn't manage it. That's the lesson I want us to learn. Either to the right or to the left. I didn't get anything. Everything just disappeared. So this meeting, I just want to emphasize it again that maybe we'll have a competitive start. Because a lot of us are here, some of us are getting it right. Some of us are just trying to learn. Maybe we will look into something, maybe a structure, so that we can harness this knowledge that is being shared. That's what I want to say.
And I want our students to understand this so that there are the key lesson inside. Right? There are the so that I will just not with everybody who are here to have a dialogue, right? Who are here to have a dialogue between where we are and where we must want. Dialogue between where we are and where we must be.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Pastor. So far, I think I'm fair already because we still have some way to go. Thank you very much. I think one of the very important lessons I've learned this afternoon, which is key to, I think it was key to the is it's the racism. I think that is one place where a lot of us have been, irrespective of the businesses that I already have going on, and the fact that I can still make money and feed my family. There is this thing we call planning, and that is one of the stages that a lot of us have been, and our businesses are not making any help. So what I believe now, I'm still planning. Like Pastor said, for 10 years you've been planning that business. It's on paper, you have all the documents, and it's still not working. So I have a folder on my laptop that is full of ideas, of things that people come to me in the place of prayer, but you are still at that planning stage. You want to get it perfect before you start. That is a problem. And thank you very much for all that you have shared this morning. I think I'm really getting a hand of it. God bless you.
So the next time, what is it? Sister June is the city. Elijah. Now, I made a statement that it's only what is started and can be grown. You only grow what you have done. Don't despise any anything. Just start early. Right? Because you can grow that one. Anyway. And that's where it starts. You want to settle a manufacturing industry. You don't have 20 million to build that machine that want to manufacture. Right? It's not manufacturing you want to do. You go into textile. And be on that field. These are very spiritual places. The people Jesus asked to pray, were the ones he asked to pray, that God sent laborers. There were people that were laborers already. He said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are what? And you say, pray you that the Father will send what? Laborers into what? His harvest. If you go and pray and you are not a laborer, you are going against God. You're already a laborer, you are in the field, but you discover that I need more what? You are calling what? For reinforcement. Can a military man call for reinforcement if he's not in the battlefield? You see the principle in life. You see there's a connection between the spiritual and the natural. I say everything is what? Connected together. And at the heart of that connection is what? It's man. Right? So the things we have seen, there's no point doing it back there like this. So some of those ones, no matter how it looks like, convert them to what? So you start making money and then grow that rate. It's only what you do that can do. Alright, so who else? Please tell us your name as you tell us your full names.
Okay, my name is Elizabeth Ekasulu. So I thank you very much. I'll be able to, let me say, I've experienced the mind shift. Because personally, I'm someone that sometimes I just sit and tell myself that like I have a colony of business. Times I wake up with ideas, and my major issue has always been getting to translate these ideas into, let me say, just translate it into physical, make it a reality. And I want to say that most time I discover that maybe when those ideas come, I'm always fearful in executing all these ideas. And even currently, despite the fact that I'm into so many things, I currently started working with an NGO, and I saw that, okay, the person I'm working with currently is not in the country, it's outside the country. And whenever I present ideas to him, there's a way he buys into this idea, and I feel, okay, then I can actually do more than this. But my major challenge, okay, let me just put this way, the reason why I'm talking right now is because I'm always at the junction of, can I really translate this into a reality? Because I see that there is so much that I can actually do. There's so much I can actually do. And also coming from the point where I talked about responsibility, and also talking about resources and all, I would want you to expose on this because this is the stage I am. And again, I'm seeing that, okay, is it connectivity, get to connect with people, but when you're in an environment whereby you don't really find, I don't say I don't have the right set of people, but you're not being able to see and discover the right set of people that can help you come out of, there is the word obscurity or just the darkness you could have been in those kind of areas.
All right. Can we appreciate that? Okay. Now, the one you mentioned about the last point, I will refer you to what I say, that the interconnectivity of life, that the whole earth is one symphony of existence, one symphony of life, that everything is one, but all things are connected together. And I gave an example that even enemies are connected together in a manner they don't know they are connected together, right? We still remember that the Fulani person that is kidnapping that will be, if you will like or not like, when you want to do your wedding, it is cow you want to go and use, right? The one that says education is a haram, and almost for the thing they use are product of education. Now it's now left for you to see how you connect. All human beings are connected. You have to believe. Sometimes I talk about breaking your mindset. If I don't relate with you in this area, I can relate with you in another area. So, but when you now begin to streamline yourself to maybe this person is not beating you, you have come to an enemy, you shut down on that, you shut this one down. Honestly, they don't. All relationships, because you know that all of us are connected somehow. So you leave it all. Because you don't know. In the day, it might just be, it can come in any form, in any fashion. Don't say I don't have people. Because some of us, our mindset is wrong. A lot of you there, maybe you don't even live, you don't have any friends apart from the church. Your church people, they consume 90% of the time. You are not able to divide your life well. You have your productive life. You have your productive life, you have your social life, you have some friends you have. Maybe you want just to laugh, play, gist, those ones are those friends. That one should not engage more than 10% of the time. But some of us is the opposite way around, the 70% of the time is spent. Then there are some people, they are very productive relationship. When you talk together, when you do things relate together, this relationship is productive, but this one, you just want to relax your mind, you just want to kiss it. So you divide your relationship and then you open to almost everything. You see where and how all of us connect, because you never can. All those times you just say, of course, you have your friends, you have one or two persons you connect to, but keep the door open. July is last year. I was in Abuja with my wife. I say we're all connected, right? And this is how our destinies can be activated by that connection. You see that connection, you are connected to everyone. Keep the connection open. One trigger will just activate a dimension of destiny for you. We're in Abuja in July, and then went there, this was small. So, but there is this young man was always around. If we come, take us here, he doesn't have a car, he was driving. You take us here, take us there, you go to someone's car, but also this around. And I'm asking, I know he drives very well. And I'm asking that you can have a company. Since you drive very well, you're on the street of Abuja, there's too much money on this Abuja. He said you can have a company. So I'm forming. Now if you form a company now you can drive. It's okay. Form a company where you can manage fleet of vehicles. You don't have a way. I say how our destiny. I say where I can get people that can give 5 vehicles. Can you manage? Because then now, I called a friend that said he had a group before he left the company, he had 2 vendors. Was doing for the same thing, all these bad businesses. So I said, okay, I'll talk to him. If that one was not giving me, I know it's not also I can talk to, but I can give it to him. He said, how do you do? He said, there's something on his camp, you can manage, you can do the track and everything. So I think a few months that I got someone to do. Now I want to answer your first question you asked me from here. I said, do something. Not ideas. You want people to come and sponsor their idea on paper. Right? They are not coming, sponsors are not coming. Well, you see, people are attracted to what is succeeding on. You're already doing it. The money may be small. You are earning 5,000 naira. But because these people have Akure, this guy, what this person is doing. You may not be the one that will tell them you want to put money. He said, this person you are doing, with more resources you can do more. And then, because I told us that what is a need here, there are a lot of people waiting. That is what they are looking for to meet. Yes. And then I know somebody that's always talking to me, wants to come and invest money in Nigeria. Okay. What about logistics business? I know somebody is trustworthy. You can put some money in like that. So you can give me 5 million to manage. And this is the money you will pay your meter. You will manage, you get driver. Look at it. This same person now, so he has formed his own company. He will have the company, he will get drivers. We drive the vehicle, and then he will not get his own pass commission. You see how things are connected. So now, because he was not doing it, we are now told him that we start with that one vehicle that I got for. Let me see how you manage. Somebody else saw it, and now put them in a group, in the logistics. So he saw that this guy is so committed to this thing. Like that. He said he wants to give him a before you know, you can have a visit of 50 classes. Because he can't. You will be driving this one. Then connect people to you to know how to drive a man. So everything's moving. So you see, I've said 2 things now. How we all was. We connect. I don't do any relationship often. When you say you are about to I think you do. What should I do? Because I know that life is connected. The person that made the bread, if you see the person say, you will not eat for your eating the bread. Sometimes human blindness and arrogance is pushing on the thing that there are some people that if you are not born again, if you don't tie your hair, tie everywhere, you will not believe it. Right? But the atheist that does not believe in God, and that has done the handset, they are holding it as if it's their life. But that handset was made by atheists. You are using his product, but you don't want to have a relationship. So when it comes to earth, there is no differentiation. People come to the kingdom of God and do differentiation. But when it comes to the earth, everybody wants to do a restaurant. Who is the one behind that restaurant? Who is the owner of this restaurant? I want to know. What does he believe? Is he? Are you interested about it? Is it from is it Igbo? Is it outside? You just want to know. You want to beg me, you want to believe. He is what God feels like. And so we are what? Connected with. You see somebody you kidnap him now, take him inside the bush. Maybe it's the one that supplied the raw material for the gun. So do something. It is what you do that can what? It is what you now do that people can see that they want to what? Put forward. And then you build, that's why you are building a goodwill. It's one of the highest paying capital. You build a goodwill. Come on, boy, they put things in our hands, story and start. Don't do it anyhow. Or once, no. You build what? I have people that I relate to. I give them advice, talk to them. They want to do something, they call me, maybe this and like that, like that. Some of them are maybe. I want to send me a message. Say thank you for your accountability, your transparency, and your integrity. They now ask me a question and I should check. So if I want $100,000 to do that, But because one has built something, there are things you have done together because of 2 years. And he saw the results. And I give him a very detailed report. So that's how it is. So now the person I give example in Abia was not driving.
Yes.
And we bought him a vehicle, right? And I want to get him fleet of vehicles. Now the people are even on people that want to do the vehicle. Now I did not mind. I did not know, okay, you look for, you will be the one that will look for the vehicle, you just buy it. You get the driver put it on. You calculate the earning, what the earning in the year, and how much you give the differential that you do not be careful. So if you get like 1.5 million annually from the vehicle, you keep them like 1 million, you keep like 5 million. If you get 10 cars, how many is that? 5 million. How much is residual income? If he earns 5 million, can he not pay his rent? Can he not pay his accommodation? Yeah, and then he will pay all that. He will monitor the rest. I think there's no thinking. That you are not thinking much. And then that sense of responsibility is not there because you have one car. I'm living in my own house. People are just small. It's not you see the need that is calling you. You cannot hear the shout, the tears, the cry. There's crying for us. A lot of people can empower. If you have more money, you can empower more people in their own line of business. You can look at what to name you know because have money. All over Africa, there's this thing it does that empower, give them money. And you see, he's raising up entrepreneur who will go, one person will go and do well, sort out this issue of his family. It's not in this meeting I'll tell you this one cardinal solution to this problem. All this corruption that is plaguing us, corruption is a small one. When entrepreneurs begin to break out, there are some things you do that is immune to the society. It's even immune to economy. There are business lines that you also do that is immune to, in all those confusion, things are bad. There are some businesses that have immunity. So if you want to even do business, which class of business should I do? Okay, if I'm doing this kind of business, how can I enter this kind of business? They are people. People always do now whether the economy is good or not. Am I correct? Yes. When you say there's economic short, and that's when banks are making more money. That's the financial service. So there are some things in the society that is not subject to economy. You say Nigerian economy is bad, it's not part of it, it doesn't affect it. So it depends on where you want to play. When the sector you want to play, when you know all the sector, and then even you are playing it in another sector, how do I migrate to this sector? How do I move it? You see, some people have made so money from why after some time they say they want to go and put back. Sometimes they want to go and put something like that. Some is saying they are into venture capital. They do that tech, all these small people that start small and tech now. No, now they will be multi-billionaires. They want to go into venture capital, they want to look at your ideas. They want to see what you can do, you can transform it. They're not going to give you grants. Some people are getting grants as much as anything. But nobody will give you grant for what is on paper. Come and demonstrate. One people got a grant that is close more than 8 billion. What now? 2018. We are not this money like that. $5.5 million. Because of what it designed. Don't test it. So do something. It is when you are doing something small, then you can now say, let's take it. But the thing is that as you stop this brain what? Stop the brain what? It's all this plan. Proposal, business that what I was saying. What is happening? You understand? Anyone. See that time now? I met a young man. When I went to my dad, that's what we went to. But there's this guy that's always calling me. He always told me, everybody's guy spoke to me. I said, so I said, I'll talk to see the young man. But I have missed so many opportunities, say it is not. I say, it's not too late to promise that. If you make up your mind to start calling, I said, I give you 2 months. You want to engage you. So, And now this other one told us a story. He was a graduate, did master, went to ABU. The form of us, that's the dignity of labor. You want high sounding or high sounding names and the director of us. That maybe sit down. I'm the state coordinator, state director of social. I'm the project manager. Project what? Resources is power. When the person that has power comes, when God says go and have dominion, as far as this earth is concerned, it's dominion by productivity. And not by speaking in tongues. As we are doing this meeting now, somebody come and say, want to use this meeting now, this one now, and which is all of us out. How much do you? I need it. No, I'm so sorry. See, you cannot serve God and what? Satan, you know Satan. What is the God of this world? Satan hide inside you. For him to have influence. But you see, you can't serve God and what? Money has the same influence with people that God has. You remember when Bob was saying stomach what? Why do you think the politicians have so much power? Politicians. It's money. People need money. People are suffering. Say selling food, very good. Can you sell food to a person like that? Apart from the even issue of integrity, even those that don't have integrity, they are too well to do. How much do you want to do? Can you see how these things? So this young man did masters. I said, what does he do? Somebody told me he does POS business. Not calling. Sit down. You sit down. You sit down. I want to talk to this person. So after we talked of what he does to show, he now told us his own business. I got POS business. He looked at us graduates. After I went to university, then I did this master there. That master was just graduate. See, I was working in the hotel, and what they were paying me was, after so a while, it's the money was small. He said, now left that hotel business. Hotel, meeting on hotel. He now said, he joined one man for 1 year. 1 day, did I say 1 day? He said, the man was just POS business. He's a graduate. He said, he joined him for 1 year. I was in that period. He said, after 1 year, so they might give you some money. Whatever you put together, he started his own business. You now see that every day he makes like 7,000 naira, whether he works or not, because of the terminal that he has. In fact, he opened his phone there and I was showing us this one I traveled. He showed us, he said some days 16,000. He said, that is in the toilet, that's what he is doing. Apart from what he does, or maybe they shop the thing they sell, he said they used to damage. He said, well, an agent also the money for stuff like that. Now, if you make 7,000 every day, times 30 days, how much is that? The project manager is getting 60,000. Out of that 60,000, 20,000 is transport to go to work and come back. How much is left? He said that is not chaos. He stays there, he's kissing and laughing with them, he's making. Then he now told me something. See his boss, where he learned from. He said he made 40,000 every single day. He makes 40. Then he said, and then he told me that he recently married and he go. He brought the girl here. Some people marry, go there and marry, go there so that they can go there. You see resources, man. He said from here, there's a money God put this way. Even America, there's a wealth we have. America will listen to me. They are not listening to Nigeria, but don't have any money. All these Arab people, when they cough now, Saudi, it's because of money. Let me try. So he now says his boss make 40,000, minimum 40, 50 every day. The dignity of labor. Like I say, if you want to keep something, give it a name and you keep it, right? Give it a name and you keep it. And I told you, don't say you are a business of you do a lot of things, create a name first. That's what the white man does. You create a name that is a very big portfolio. Then inside it, this is one aspect that you do. Now that you do that POS business, at the end of the day, it's also a sales agent. I say, create a name and give it, because one of the ways that people were not finding those days in Toyo, that the psychological effect of being calling now. You bring a young man who wants to marry your daughter, he says he's a farmer, your father will change the name. You know, now we're learning, now we're changing the name, right? Or somebody's in tailor. Your daughter that is a graduate, you say he made first class, someone wants to marry, says he's a tailor, want to marry a tailor. Understand? Like that, you're giving prayer point to your mother. You say maybe the wishes and desires that are troubling, you turn the daughter said, you give it what? I told him no, you don't say you're a PO or something. I told him if you have something more now to do now, what you do? He said you do it. Now he now has his staff. So you are now creating space for yourself now to do other things. I said create a name for that business, and then things will now go. So that's right. This is practical, this is hands-on. Go and end what? Starting from where? Your environment. Everything a tree needs to grow is, where is it? It needs the tree where the tree is. The sun will travel 150 million kilometers to make that tree. All of the soil, nutrient, the air, the water, everything. That thing you are doing, think that there's nothing inside. The manner you do it, you see that there's nothing inside. People make hair now. And some other people make hair, they can't make ends meet. But some people make hair, they've created wealth out of it. God, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for this.
Tell us your name.
My name is Stephen. One thing that so comes to me that is where he talks about the woman who the prophet who opened her eyes after that. So late last year, I worked here, but I had another job. Just someone that came around and I was like, these are like 10 people to edit videos for them, and their salary like 150 to 250 months. And that was like a lot more than what I was aiming for. I do other businesses, but my major is still moving on. And the night before, I still had just crashed that laptop. I was having some other issues, and I started thinking, how would I get a new system to buy the job? We needed like to get people on hand immediately. And I started sharing it as an opportunity out to other people, and started hiring them, giving them contracts, and pay them. And I was sitting there looking. I feel a lot of us have this information that we should not go out to outsource things. But I started talking that I think of some of the friends I have, and the idea just came. Why don't you need somebody get me enough to get the system, get everything you need to do that job well? They just strike a deal, because I'm into marketing. Strike a deal. I've done it for companies, but I've not done it for my personal self. And that's one thing I think you should do more. If they apply for people and get results, apply to my personal self. So I just drafted the documents and I put that okay. And that's it as investments. You are investing in my personal self, like I don't myself in business. Invest in me. This is the number of months the tenure will grow. This is the amount you get. This is the amount of time you give for me to implement first. And what I thought was the first month salary, like the next 30 days, you get the first payment. So the first month will go, then the second month will start the payment. And so I drafted the documents and I started meeting people. Because the point where at first I was like kind of shy, like I was like this one, I need this sound. Because it went by the end of the week, because it went, I was like, you have this money. If you have it, give me, I'll give you this money back. And finally I was able to get a laptop, I was able to get more money. And the interconnectivity that you said, I got the laptop with the idea I was just using for that job. The amount of things I was able to get fast surpassed anything around my job, because I had the right guidance to do what I wanted to do. So I'm not doing that just on far. I think I did that one. Other opportunities opened up. And before the end of that month, I made enough to sort something out. And that's also something that I expected with me that okay, we are surrounded by so many things we can do. Once you can think about it, I would say the idea was got inspired, taking from the mind. Once you can think about it and you see, okay, I had the job, I had some stuff before. I was doing some stuff. I say, if everything crashed, let's say 20 months ago, I say, that's that I would also have to sort that out. And I was able to do something.
Well, we should talk so that we have 30 minutes. Also, have to dialogue.
Alright, thank you very much for your session. I feel that one thing that was said, my name is Babala, and one thing that resonated with me was the fact that, or what I could draw from your session was that we should be fast to act, and that we should just do, the quote is do the word we adjust. So I got that from what you said. I would also link it to my personal life as an entrepreneur and how I have grown in business so far. Again, the word being connected to each other is such a strong statement to make because for the fact we experience it every day of our lives. I remember 2021, sometimes around July, I had an exam, I had a test to write in school, and when I got to the venue, I dropped my bag somewhere, and to cut the long story short, someone carried the bag, and my phone was inside alongside several other phones of my friends. That led to a personal loss because then I was really into crypto, and all my wallet and coins I had stacked up there on that phone, and I could not retrieve them. So that was like a very big setback I had, but it pushed me to want to do other things. Still that same 2021, I was able to set up my first physical business, which has grown into something very big today. By the grace of God, I started 2021, 2023 January. It was a full business. We started from the start, a food stand. 2023 January, we moved into a proper restaurant, and we were able to open about 2 other branches of the same restaurant in several places. So most of the times when I think back and I was reasoning that what if this had not happened to me that year, would I have been able to come up with this idea? So I feel that the world is really connected, and you mentioning that today really gave me this, it really stuck. So yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I appreciate it. Okay, there's somebody there. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. It's after.
Good afternoon. My name is Kuni Wealthy. I'm pastor of life. So we are like full-time ministry. Then I happen to have some streams of income for myself. Like I'm a baker. Then apart from that, I do a job. Then I do culinary classes for children. But along the line, that was late last year. I got more business ideas. So I was looking at it that, okay, how can I implement this in ministry and all that? Looking at the fact that I know you're a pastor and I understand the fact that probably have other businesses you're doing. So I would like to maybe you can just explain how you're able to manage both of them, like business and ministry together.
Okay. Very good. You see, that word again break the mindset. You grow up in the mind that ministry is a short line. You are serving God, you want to do another thing, you know those kind of mind. Now, do you know what we call business? It's a name that we are giving to something that God gave us. What is business? Business is the exchange of value. How did that fit? Exchange of value. Then you now the exchange of value. Then you now which is now it is now in the complex of money. Because look at it this way. God created us to interact with the environment. You'll be dropping the seed in the soil. That is tubers of yam when you eat it, you will cut the head and put it in the soil. Then you drop it, then you will now begin to water. You start watering it and it will start growing. So when you grow it will become a food and you now go back there and then have it. You drop it in the value and the eggs will turn back something back to you. Can you see that communication? Can you see that? That's why I see the group are connecting that communication. Like that. So now even if you are calling to ministry, you want to send your child to school, they will ask you. You say thank you, Pastor, for sending your child to school. They will ask you for money. Don't be able to your child. You are the one that God called. God did not call that child. So that child should not suffer. You should pay the child. You know, Paul rather if anyone will not take care, because he was reading in Corinthian church. If anyone does not take care of what, provide for his family, it's worse than what. You don't even have an influence. That you are worse than an unbeliever. Unbeliever is not the worst case. A believer that is not responsible is in a much more in a more severe place than the unbeliever. Because you know you have so much light and you are turning your back on light. Right? Nothing stops you. Ministry, if you have an assignment to do, you can do some other thing that may not interface with your time to do that something. It's just for you to wisdom to manage to do it. But you have grew up in a culture that tells you that ministry don't do any of that. Even some churches there that don't do any of that. And they'll pay you 30,000. Their congregation has grown everywhere. Their children are living very big. When the child wants to marry, they die the child 200 million. Every month they pay it already. And yet you don't talk against their anointed and everything. You know, I told their capitals. If they want to tie you down, they tell you don't do anything, they will keep you small. Don't do any other work. You are depending on that salary. They will come and threaten you. You will do everything to stay there. They don't want you to live in a very large place. And the same thing, men too have imported that system into ministry. They don't want you to do anything. Stay there, you go and attend to people, do visitation and everything. When you want your child is sick now, you don't say nothing. If you call themselves, they are nobody. You see, the scripture is able to make us wise unto what? Salvation. I mean, I encourage my wife to do it. One time we put like this so that she wants to do this. I say, okay, this one. I say that you can do this one like that. And it does not interfere with a lot of things for you. It's being productive. Right? It's being productive. I don't have time to go into scripture. I will tell you why we are looking at Jesus Christ. We are looking at Peter. I will explain you, okay, let's do that, but let me just explain this basic one so that we don't take our time. You look at some things in scripture, you don't Capricorn, you don't understand what God is doing. It's this why I explained to you that when Jesus had to tell Peter, you know, miracle, right? You cannot pay taxation for miracle. Is that not what I said there? When it was time to pay tax, what is taxation? Tax is the product of your labor. So he told Peter to go and fish, which was Peter's vocation. When you go and fish, you see money, you go and use it from your vocation, you pay that. Jesus can put his hand in his pocket and give them and not stop. He didn't do that. When he wanted to feed the 5,000, can you not say they gave them manna from heaven? They don't have done it. He said, who has fish and what? And bread. And then productivity to reach humanity. When they got to ask of the apostle, the early church, did they use miracle to feed themselves?
No, sir.
Is it miracle?
No,
Miracle. Also, I'm looking for miracle. The miracle preach. It's productivity. Money is a servant to productivity. To value, then it's a servant to value. They smell the hard land, they sold it, and they made distribution to everyone. With the power of God that broke forth in that place, why didn't you do everything just like that? They sold land and then they made distribution to them. And Paul, right, that this man ministered to us. The one that wrote the book of the New Testament to us. The New Testament was reading, the one that wrote it. He said, these hands minister to us. He said, he that, how did he put it in Ephesians? He said, he that steals should steal no more. Let him go and walk. That you can even have something to give people that are in need. You see what I talk about responsibility? What? Responsibility is pushing you to give to him that has need. Say, let him go and walk. Ephesians, let him follow that. That should be Ephesians 5:20. Ephesians 4:28. Let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hand the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that what? That needs. You see what? You are not even eating, you are going to give to another person. Give to the one that has what? So that's right. So please, right? You converting your house, you have a house, you convert it to crash. You are always in the house, bring your babies, let me nurture them. You pay me so amount, when you come back this time, some other, a lot of things we cannot do. There's so much in the environment. There's so much. In your environment, there's so much. What needs to come alive is that thing inside to be activated. The people that will not fly, take it into the big air and leave it to fly. Something has not hit us. When it hit us, our listening will go. Take it.
Good afternoon. I'm Latika. I want to appreciate the opportunity given to us, and you've made mention of something that really resonates with me, just the activity now. It's really something. Now I have a question. I've been into business for 2 years, close to 2 years, and we are trying to scale, and we are trying to build a system too, and raising finance. Now I'm trying to find balance because at the end of the day, on my daily routine, it's as if I'm exhausted on a daily basis, and I'm not being able to achieve this major plan for these major goals I have for this year. Like building a system whereby I don't have to be in the business and it will run smoothly. And also then scaling up, because now we've increased, we had a whole lot of customers that we are not even able to service because we don't have enough capacity for that. Raising finance is still there. I lost an opportunity last year whereby somebody opted to invest in my business, and I wasn't ready for investment from people here because I just wanted to go from what I have so that I can be able to give out a system where I can be able to show track record that yes, even if you're investing in me, I know that yes, I can handle your finance and give you some return on investment properly. So I lost that opportunity. Now I'm seeking for that kind of opportunity now, and I'm just looking for ideas on how we're able to raise finance while building system and trying to scale the business. I'm finding a balance. I'm looking for a balance.
Okay. All right. You see, take your opportunity when it was. The white man say opportunity comes once. It will not be exactly once. Sometimes can actually. But you just look at the lesson that when they give you an adage, it will communicate something to our mind. Now, when you are growing a business and it has taken on a good trajectory, don't break that trajectory. Sometimes our mind is a problem. If it's genuinely growing, you can always keep growing it. Now, if you are doing a business, somebody has come, even if you are not going to take everything is going to be, you know the kind of the model you can take something and then continue to build it a little bit, and then it will continue to build. Then for like opportunity missed, these are learning points in business. Now, know that the same way the opportunity comes that time, it will always come again. But you too must play your own part. And that's what I did. There's a time I spoke in Abuja last year or 2 years ago in a business seminar. Our business is in turbulent times. It's from a YouTube. You can go and listen to that message. And I spoke about voice library. What is voice library? You rush the library to go and read books, right? Every time you want to go and read book in the library, sometimes we don't like it. Every human being will read in the library. That's just what I'm saying. Just point that out. Engage people in conversation. It's the same thing as going to the library to sit down. But sometimes you say if you don't want to talk, somebody says it's me, I don't like. Engage them. Ask people how do they make money. Engage what you do. How do you make money? It is from there to that's what we call knowledge bank. That will generate your own, it will activate your own idea, it will activate your own thinking. Thinking, activate your own thinking. So engage in that. I was in Kaduna and somebody followed me. He works in immigration, he's doing well, and the brother is doing well in business. He told me how his younger brother succeeded. He said when he came from NYSC, he's almost a business. And I'll link it to your question. When he came from NYSC, he said his younger brother, what was he doing? He said he was pushing a Bible, his younger brother. So he now said, okay, try and go to school and everything. The boy said, no, give me your generator. I want to do phone, I want to charge phone. And then he started charging phone in their front of their house. What people were coming in. So he now moved to the market. That boy is a multi-billionaire. In fact, the bank I was going to collect money from my mother when my mother was a teacher in our local government. The land has gone down. Bank of the North, it has crashed in that building. See, they broke into two, bought what I was telling. Then he charges, was charging from then I go, he starts selling food. His brother said, you say anything you want to be, just call the boy, this 10 million. He told me this in Abuja, there, look at this stretch of flats I'm saying, it's owned by his mother. He was started by selling food. He started charging. Just anything can just. Maybe then he graduated to become full child minister. You don't do this. See this pride. You don't understand the dignity of it. All labor is the same thing. Someone sitting and says he's a manager. What are you a manager for? Some people are saying it. If you are a messenger, so that's why I don't know that business. Just that you are a higher level of all of your messages. Yeah, messenger. They call for a meeting, yes, sir. In fact, you are shaking the appointment for that meeting, and you say you are a director. See the dignity of what? Still, the brother has it. He told me because his brother, younger brother, my younger brother. See, your younger brother is a good. He told me that please tell me anywhere, any investment I can. I will go and meet him and collect it. I will collect the profit and return his money back. And he told me so that anytime this is people that will do well in immigration. This is a senior officer in immigration. Senior officer. This is a young man, he's in his 40s, but he has grown in his son. He was telling me. He said he doesn't live on his salary. He told me that he's just paying almost 500,000 now to pay school fee for himself and some of his siblings. He said he told me how much is his salary. Like 150,000. Some my body, some my this and he said he pays school fee, does a lot of things. So close to 600,000. He not told me that. Most times, because he's a government, he said he's always at home. Now, please. He said he showed me a picture of himself inside that shop. He said sometimes that when he said every day, he said the boy make close to 12 to 15,000 naira every day on charging phones. It's not about the basic phones, it's about phones, a lot of things, and he has started branching into different places in the state. And then he said every day, and I calculated it in month, he makes close to 350 to 400,000 charging phones. Say installation of solar and everything. You know, I told us about everything about human life translated to wealth, right? That there's more money there's more money inside the human being than what? More resources for money inside the human being than inside the soil. And that's the problem Nigeria is having. In the world, I mean, oil, that inside what? Not because you want to watch football fantasy world, right? There are different kinds of speculating world, open world, fantasy world, and skill world. Just they want you to. The money they make from premiership is bigger than the oil. You just want to watch. And I think they are not watching football. What do I think they are doing? I want to understand. If you understand, they know what human being is conquest. They want to dominate. They tell you that this is your club. There's a way they do that their promotion. You are not there sitting down to watch football. You just want your team to win. Whether they play well, is it people you are watching? Those days that those samba boys, know those kids, you are not interested. Just put the ball inside it. Hey, go. So they have created something about, because human being is conquest, you want to conquer. Oh, my team is leading, my team won the premiership, my team won, they give that to you. And it translates to wealth. You see how you see dreams. And then another one is what did I say? Anxiety, right? Yeah, you know, they know you are anxious, suspect. Every 2 days, they are sending it 5 minutes. There's one that my wife is watching and they are dragging to start watching. And this thing is not interesting. It's interesting. After watching something, it's like call another bad marriage. I know some of you watch it on Facebook. Like a 40 minutes clip like this. You want to know what happened? They are dragging your suspect's nation. They are combating you. They just get a story. They just build something. Sit down with their computer and everything. You just in the same room. You see, right? You see, you are voting. Who want to be my BB? I think they vote at me. I know they will BB. They say vote at me or something. They champion, they winner. You know, all championship is the human conquest nation. Because human being is dominion, he wants to dominate. So you see how it works. So what I now, coming back to your story now. So when I met him, we're in Kaduna together. In fact, we were together when I was calling you, when I was in that hotel that the POS was not working, not the transfer was not together, even with me. So then we started talking. And I told him something. He said, what he has been looking for all this while, that I have it. I told him something like that. How things, I have known him from childhood. He now started telling me things. He goes into cold something, Dangote, this animation. He said, he uses brother's money. And this is how much he makes. Sometimes some months he can make like 500,000, 600,000. He said when he came back he opened the shop with the wife charges food in that place, in Sulijate, and she makes like 4,000. There's no light. If there's light, she can make 2,000. And I calculated it in a month. How much is that? Charges food. He does POS. He said, is this not part of POS? So he just opened a provision shop, he built a house, he just built a shop to what he imported from his mother. You see, when you converse with people, you should know how others make money. From that one, he has gotten an idea. Then in him conversing with me, woke up that one, we talked at them for hours. He said, what he has been looking for over there that I have. That please, you want me to come. You want to go and meet his brother. Have a conversation with him and he wants to invite me. I said, I'll come. So you have my investment. He said, I'll come and I'll tell them some things to do. And God give me one wisdom. If I look at your business, I can tell you how you can take it to the next level. People have called me, they were talking what they were doing. I said, no, do it like this. So they are gifts that God gives me. So he gave me. So I said, do like this. And I said, that's good. So he told me, I told him what he said, please start. I said, okay, I will come. But then because he had conversations, that's what I call voice line. Anytime you go into the library, you learn something. Anytime you discuss with people, engage people. There are different things. If you come to me, baby, now, if you want me to teach you about the prayer life, I can help you teach you the prayer. If you want kingdom expansion, I can tell you. If you want, some people don't even know I can discuss this. You know? So if you want business, if you want some marriage, you want anyone, I can do. So it depends on what you want that you get. So by the time you engage, look at people in that sector. You know, you're in business, you move out, we talk and engage people and interact, and before you know it, conversation will lead to conversation, and then it will lead to something. Many are looking for business to invest. I think of a young man that can drive, right? And I see a lot of people that are good. Alright, I think our time is fast spent. Just take 1 minute and then I'll leave the stage for other person. Any other person? We're done. Okay. You should tell us some name. This is the last one we take. If you like this meeting, we can meet again. Yes? This I just went the ground. They go inside. Just touch.
Thank you, Pastor. Mention of people. There's no problem. I will make an example. Communication. When I came to the stayed in Lagos for like 2 years. planning how to extend their business to other states. But when NTA came in, within 6 months, they spread all more than 16 states. As of today, NTA is the best in Nigeria. We also talk about engage people, which is very good. What my sister just said about our business. I'm doing like solar business, solar inverter business. I started 3 months ago. Somebody told it for me. The person did in China came back during the 2020. And I discovered this solar is better than what the other people is using. I started 3 months ago. I started working. Then I visited one place in Ojaba to do my food. And I was trying the man, I was telling the man, please, this is your shop. I easily get solar inverter here. He said, wow, I need to get it. He said, how much are you costing? And I told you. And he said, in this. Local shop, they want somebody that will beat solar for them, and they will be giving that person 200,000 and everything. Because each shop, they spend less than 5,000, 4,000 naira for fuel every day. Some 10,000 naira. So then they will be giving that person 200,000 naira. Another person I was discussing someone, I'm into solar and other things. I like it, I want to do it. Immediately the person paid for me. And I told him, this was also person told me, he said, I can raise you 50 million naira. I said, are you sure? Since over like 3 days, people are still calling me when I told you what we will pay for this. So, when you engage people for what you are doing, and also you believe, when the person told me, I told one person, hey, you spend up to 30 million naira. I said, I will get it now. He said, where will you get 30 million naira? I just believe that I can get it, but I don't have 1 naira. 1 week later, somebody said, you give me 15 million naira, then do the business. So believe in whatever you are doing and make sure you engage people. Thank you.
Thank everyone of us. Honor that one institution. Thank you. And the whole essence and focus of this our conversation is that we can climb the rung of the economic ladder or the world ladder. Climb the rung of the ladder and then do something. Start doing something. And the organizers are here, so we work it out for subsequent conversation that we're going to have, but ultimately we want to build an economic, just like an entrepreneurship hall, where entrepreneurs can come and talk together, engage together, and do brain teasers. This is allowed. Here, brain teaser is allowed, but if you leave there, no one do brain teaser. But anyone. Some of you, time is growing, age is growing. Some of you are 30, 35. Some of you are 40. And see that how this hope that are going to make it. The one that's 60. You have to do something now because you can't work. Thank you. God bless you.